Hello, and welcome back to Bearing in Mind Beer Ratings. And today we're going to take a look at Kirin Heartland. And this is a beer which you may see in liquor stores, or you may find on tap in restaurants. And the bottle is kind of unusual. It doesn't really have a big label, just a small little ribbon across the top, and then the bottles are embossed with the Heartland name and a small logo there. It's a green bottle, which of course is not the best for preserving the quality of the beer, but it certainly is recognizable that way. This beer has 53 ratings on Rate Beer and an average of 2.51, which is not very high. A percentile rating of 9 for all beers and 33% for beers in its style category, which is pale lager premium here. So shall we open this up and give it a go? I have my Portland Brewing opener and my Creature Comforts glass, and we will get this into it. So it's very bright sort of pale gold, pretty substantial head here, white, very bright white, medium-sized bubbles, and kind of slow and lazy carbonation rising up through the glass here. Not quite champagne, but something close to that here. The nose is has a lot of sweet, pale malt, and slightly skunky, perhaps in a kind of Satz hop kind of way. Not entirely unpleasant. Some paper, maybe a bit of cardboard. Not terrible, but let's give it a go on flavor here. Very light, sweet maltiness, a touch bread. Some grain. Bitterness seems fairly strong from mid-palate onwards. And then it kind of goes a little sweet again, maybe a touch of corn. And something like green apple or something like that perhaps. Thin medium body. This is a kind of a fairly pleasant beer, maybe a little bit boring. Maybe kind of like a Japanese take on an American mass market lager, like Budweiser or something. Interesting because many people notice the green apple character in Budweiser, which of course is a beer that beer geeks like to vilify, but some homebrewers are trying to emulate that when they're making a lager. That green apple character. So again, you might find this in some liquor stores in Japan. I doubt if you find it in the U.S. Perhaps in some Japanese restaurants in the U.S., but doubtful. If you ever go to Kyoto, it's kind of hard to tell you exactly where it is, but there's a place, kind of wacky grocery store, liquor store, rice shop, and tobacco store that always has this on in kegs on tap, and you can get a 500 milliliter paper cup of it for 500 yen, or maybe about 450 or so. And on tap, it is definitely much better. A very tasty beer. Once again, that's Kirin Kirin Heartland, and hope you have a chance to try it sometime. Okay? Bye bye.